All our lives we've lived with a phrase called God knows. Bhagwan jane. Will we grow up and be good human beings? God knows. Will we have a successful life? God knows. Will we remain healthy for the rest of our entire life? God knows. Everything was God knows. And I just love being in love with God. But then one incident happened. My father got lung cancer. Strong man, 6 feet 1 inch tall, grey hair, elegant, strong, hard-working human being. A person who was my guru, my God, my mentor, everything. I looked up to him for everything in my life. My life is nothing without him. Boom, one day he gets lung cancer. And the doctor gives him 6 months. He survived 9 months, dies a terrible death. Terrible means, I wonder. We speak so much about karma and destiny and past life. Was he evil in his past life? Because he wasn't evil in this life. He was a great human being, honest human being, worked hard, brought up a great family, taught me all the right lessons of life, everything. I mean, he was my best friend, mentor, guru, God, everything. And the way he went, the way he left us, the way he finished his life, honestly, I feel it depressed me forever. It left me with this thought, because when he was diagnosed with cancer and he was going slowly leaving this planet, I prayed to every God. I didn't leave any God on this planet. I went to temples and dargahs and churches, everywhere, everything within my means I did to ensure that God's will come to my rescue and save him. That didn't happen. Now, why does that not happen? I don't know. So God's communication, God's way of giving us what we want, our love for God is all a one-way traffic, right? So that particular day, I don't know, I got angry when Dad passed away, and I lit that fire and he turned into ash. And then I just put those ashes in the Ganges and he was gone forever, right? So that day I got angry, and in my temple, I know it sounds terrible and inappropriate, but I actually moved we have a temple in the house. I moved the big statue of Lord Ganesha, and I have all the gods in the temple, and I put my dad's picture there, because he to me was God. And he was taken away from me, and God didn't help me save him. And I couldn't understand, because I was just maybe stupid. I don't know, I still don't have the answers, but that's what I did. And then I wrote a book, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to express. I'm not an author. I'm just an expressionist. I had emotions. I had things I couldn't understand in my life at that moment. So I wrote a book called Fuck Knows. God Knows became Fuck Knows. I know, don't go on the word. It was just a lot of anger and anguish. I wrote a book called Fuck Knows. And everything in life became Fuck Knows. Will I be a good human being? Fuck knows. Will I be successful in life? Fuck knows. So basically, God Knows became Fuck Knows for many, many years. That book became a bestseller. A lot of people read it. Millions of people read it, had an impact on their lives. And then I just suddenly went into this zone after many years to understand what God is. And therefore, once again, I've gone back to the idea of God knows from Fuck Knows. And in that homework, I realized that we have millions of gods. I mean, nearly 3.5, 4 million gods. The white folks have one God, Jesus. The Muslim brothers and sisters have Allah. And China has many, in the Chinese culture, has millions of gods, etc. But then I started researching. I started watching all the God movies. I also made a few films on God. I made Hanuman and, Vaishno Devi Ma and Santoshi Ma. I just got obsessed with God, because I do believe in God and I love God. But God doesn't speak to me in the language maybe that I understand. Maybe God speaks to me in a language that I'm unable to understand. And therefore this journey gets more and more complex. And then I find out, when I watch these interesting movies and I read books, just to get myself to understand who God is, where God is, who's my God, which God is listening to me, which God is in an intense relationship with me and is going to be there for me, right? Or I should look up to. And then I realized that when I watched films on Jesus and Hanumanji and Ramji, all the gods, I watched a lot of cinema, and I realized that somewhere in life they were all miracle makers. They did things that all humans never expected that they could do. And that therefore then explained to me another thought process altogether, that maybe that God is a miracle. And if you analyze the human body, the way humans function, we have we are 70% water. We have 3 trillion nerves. Flowing water creates energy. Stagnant water is bacteria, creates bacteria. Nerves, if they go wrong, I mean, you know what happens to us, right? We can't function. But if the nerves go right, it creates the right energy. What is energy? Energy is everything. We are only energy. And the way our body functions, our mind, body, soul, our organs, they all work in harmony to ensure that we can see, hear, taste, feel. We have emotions, for God's sake. We have a brain that works even faster than a computer. Isn't, isn't all this a miracle? And if God is a miracle, therefore I thought we are a miracle. Is God within us? Am I God? Is God within me? Does God have a religion? No, I don't think so, right? Uh, should have God should God have a religion? No. And therefore, if God is a miracle and I as a human am a miracle and God is within me, then why do I look for God outside? Right? I feel that I feel the energy and emotions of God within me. I feel that uh, that particular emotion is more understandable for me as a human being than all the other emotions of having 3.5 million gods, uh, and then uh, one Jesus Christ, one Allah, and then chasing something that never never speaks the language that I speak. So I don't know. I feel um, God has uh, God's energy is within me, and I feel God is within me, and I feel one with God. And I think that is what I want to share with you. That don't look for God outside. God is within you, and that's it. And I do miss my dad a lot, and I don't think he's gone to God because God is right here.